Hi guys, today I'm here to talk to you about The Devil and His Legacy, and that is the title of my new book, which is my 12th book and the 7th book in this particular series. I've called the series the Hernandez series unofficially because when I started to write it, I didn't know it was going to be a series, so I didn't from the very beginning call it the blah 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 whatever series. A few books in, I'm like, yeah, I should have probably named this the name of a series. Anyways, it was kind of too late at that point. So I just called the Hernandez series because it follows George Hernandez, which is sort of he's the protagonist for most of the books, except the first couple. He kind of comes into the second book of the series, and that's when we start to learn about him. Takes right over from that point on, and nobody else has a hope in hell in taking over after he's involved. He's a very strong character. For those who may want to read the specific book and kind of see the cover, read the back, and you're like, hey, I want to check that out, but I didn't read the rest of the series, it's okay. It's pretty much standalone. However, I would say that if you enjoy it, you might want to go back and read the other books because I do reference things that have happened previously in the series. I don't get into it a lot and give the whole backstory. I just kind of make a little reference to, oh yeah, that was the time they did this, instead of saying, well, but back in the day this happened and then this and then I don't get into the whole thing and repeat the whole story because if you are reading the series, you don't want to hear it all again. And also, I mean, it just, it's something from the past. People are interested, it's definitely back there in one of the other books. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. So the Hernandez series, 7th book. I'm just going to name the others off quickly to give you a quick, very fast review. We're All Animals, which follows Chase Jacobs. Chase eventually gets involved with all these criminals, and I kind of show you how he goes from being a small town boy to like the boy next door kind of guy to getting involved with these guys, and how things slowly progress to the point where he is now. It kind of shows how these things do happen. Not always. I mean, every situation is different, but in this specific book, it kind of shows you how he builds up to the point where he gets more and more involved with this group of people, how he meets them, everything, all the details. So it's kind of interesting. The second book, George Hernandez joins the cast just a little bit and takes over by the third, as I said. So the first one, again, We're All Animals, Always Be a Wolf. The second one. Third one is The Devil Smooth Like Honey. Fourth one, Devil Named Hernandez. Fifth one is And the Devil Will Laugh. The sixth one is The Devil May Lie. Kind of a theme here, right? And of course, the seventh one, the one I'm here to talk to you about today, The Devil and His Legacy. I don't know why I paused like that. Anyway, dramatic. Let me be dramatic. So what's it about? I'm going to read to you what's in the back cover. I'm not a great reader, but I'll manage to somehow get through this. I have a way of kind of stumbling along sometimes. Okay, but here we go. I'll try. In the 6 months since the murder of his trusted comrade, George Hernandez is left questioning his own legacy. And this book is really about him questioning, wondering about his legacy. What's his life about? What's he going to leave behind? Just like when most of us have somebody die that's close to us, we kind of question our own lives and what we have contributed and what we want people to remember us by. Anyways, while many will remember him as a loving father, loyal husband, and aggressive businessman who took over the Canadian pot industry, others will forever see him as a predatory, bloodthirsty criminal that tore apart his enemies without a second thought. So there's two sides to this guy, right? We all kind of do have two sides, maybe not quite as extreme. In the 7th book in the Hernandez series, George continues to force his ruthless justice on those who slink from the shadow. Whether it's a ghost from the past that should have stayed dead, or the insidious threats to the same government he controls, no one can stop the devil. In the world of George Hernandez, the timid will become powerful, the enemy will repent, and nothing stands in the way of the devil and his legacy. So yeah, kind of more the same. If you've read any of my other books, you read the back cover. Similar idea. The thing with this book, like I say, not only about the legacy portion of it, but there's a lot with him helping the prime minister, which of course is a man. If you read the previous books, he got him in. He pushed for this guy to get in, and he was successful. Now that this guy, he calls the Greek god, he kind of flippantly says it because he's actually a former boyfriend of his wife from like 20 years before they even met. But there's a little jealousy there, even though a lot of times went by. They broke up years ago. There's nothing going on. There's a little bit of jealousy. So he calls him the Greek god in a sort of sarcastic sort of way. But he's cool. We like the Greek god. He's actually very balanced for a prime minister. He cares about people. He used to be a social worker. But, of course, he gets involved with George Hernandez, who, you have a problem. He kind of solves it in his own way. And if you are familiar with the series, and if not, you can probably tell from what I just read, it's probably a brutal way. And he's not going to sit down and have a nice, frank discussion with them, put it that way. They're not going to have a cozy conversation with a cup of coffee and talk things out. He's going to take care of it, how he takes care of everything. Yeah, is how he takes care of everything. Anyway, so it's kind of fun. It's interesting. There's a lot about that. He has his own little set of problems that are coming up. As they say, a ghost from the past that he is not happy about at all. Yeah, so there's a lot of things going on. One thing I will say, if you have not read my books before, things move quickly. There's a lot going on all at once. It's a little, for me, it's easy to keep track of because I know the characters so well, but I have to write notes because there's so much going on, so much going from chapter to chapter. There's always problems. And if you like things that move quickly, this is probably a book for you. If you like things that are a little bit violent, if you like reading books about murder, corruption, conspiracy, I have a lot of conspiracy theories thrown in there. It's kind of neat. A little something to think about. You probably like this book. Anyways, guys, check it out when the book is finally online on Amazon or wherever you buy your books. It's going to be everywhere. There's a few sites like Amazon, I think Barnes & Noble, and that kind of thing, where you can read the first chapter so you can see for yourself. Okay? Sound good? Sounds great. Alright, thanks guys. Share this video, and if you have any friends who like reading about murder and mayhem, corruption, all that kind of stuff, you might want to tell them about this book. Have a great day. Bye.